c'est ce qu'il fout.
Ah ouais, enfin,
Ah, je sais ce qu'il
alors, moi, je vais le faire
All right, so Lord, first and foremost, Allah, Yahweh, Nasir, Yahshua, Nasir, Mufakadash, as long as the head apostles of Great Millstone at Ruel. These are salutations to the y'all people out there on the highways and byways, north, east, and abroad, all around the world. You know? Now, as you can see, we're living in the last days and we're just getting that much closer to the end. You know? Because our Lord Yahweh Shai had said that when this gospel shall be preached throughout the four corners of the earth, and we receive the signs of earthquakes and famine in diverse places, you know, then shall the end come. But, you know, the earthquakes and the famines in diverse places is the beginning of sorrows. We're in the time of beginning of sorrows and great pain, you know. Even though you still have people just walking around in their comfort zone, but pretty soon the Most High is about to pretty soon the Most High is going to use Esau to pull the rug up from under their feet. Real soon, you know. It's only a matter of time when that happens, you know. But you got people out here that just want to scoff and they want to act like in the prophecies it's not going to happen. But
yeah.
But I got a scripture in Ezekiel chapter 12, verse 21.
Ezekiel chapter 12, verse 21. Ezekiel chapter 12, verse 21. And it reads, the word of the Lord came unto me. The word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, what is that proverb that he had in the land of Israel, saying, the days are prolonged and our vision faileth?
That's right. What is that proverb? You know, Israelites that like to say, especially our people, that the days are prolonged and every vision faileth. Because when you talk to the average Israelite out there and you try to tell them, you know, you might have some compassion and you want to share, and you try to tell them, look, you know, that America's getting ready to be destroyed, you know, that the martial law, the concentration camps, the famine is going to take place in America. They look at you like you're crazy. They want to fan their hand at you and say, oh, that's not going to happen. You know, not in my lifetime. Yeah, come on.
It says,
not in my lifetime, you know. Not in my kids' lifetime.
And it reads, Son of man, matter of fact, verse 23, tell them therefore, thus saith the Lord power, I will make this proverb to cease, and they shall no more use it as a proverb in Israel.
Yeah.
Verse 22, Son of man, what is that proverb that ye have in the land of Israel, saying, the days are prolonged, and every vision faileth? And it reads, tell them therefore, thus saith the Lord power, I will make this proverb to cease, and they shall no more use it as a proverb in Israel, but say unto them, the days are at hand, and the effect of every vision.
That's right, the days are at hand, and every effect of every vision, you know. The days are at hand, you know. We're getting that much closer to all these prophecies coming to pass. And before you know it, all these prophecies will be on your ass. You know?
And it reads, for there shall be no more any vain vision, nor flattering divination within the house of Israel.
That's right, there should be any more filled vision, no flattered divination in the house of Israel. So when the Lord, you best believe when the Lord says that these things are going to come to pass, you best believe these things are going to come to pass. You know, you best believe that these Gurkha troops are going to shoot you down in the streets. You know, martial law. These Marines on the sign, these special forces right here, you know, they're going to come in and they're going to kill a lot of you jakes out there. You know? And don't say that we didn't tell you so. Don't come running to a camp nearby and say, oh, now I want to get down. Now I see that the process is coming to pass. But it's too late. The doors is already shut. You know?
What do you mean don't come running?
Just like,
Because now that you said the message, what do you mean don't come running?
meaning that don't come running when people, because this is what happened. When people, like, you know the days of the Lord, right?
I get it. I get exactly what you're saying, but what do you mean don't come running?
don't come running into
They
it.
gotta come on.
They're not gonna get
Those
in.
are chosen? No, those are chosen that will get in.
Yeah, those are chosen. They're gonna wake
They
up.
might not come, they might walk past
They're gonna wake up.
Listen, they might
I
come
know.
past you, but there's a reason for all this. It's just to bring everything to bring with you. You understand? What God bless you, to bring with you. So sometimes they're not ready, they're not all the way there, but those are times to my God. Like there was just a white man right there. I was trying to walk it, I was wondering right here in Boston. And I'm always downtown here.
Said white
And
man.
then, huh?
Said white man.
White man, that man, whoever. But my thing is,
No, the white man's
yeah,
the
I
devil,
just seen a white man.
Yeah, you know the white man's the devil.
Not necessarily.
Yeah,
Not necessarily.
Do you read the Bible?
I do read the Bible.
The Bible says the white is the devil.
Where is it the Bible? That's the white man.
It's codified. You want to put up here?
I don't want to write something. I'm about it.
Job chapter 9, verse 24.
The white man is the devil.
The devil, but it's codified. You have to break it down.
Right now, okay. My daughter's that one.
Job 9, verse 24. The earth is giving into the hand of the wicked.
The wicked. So who's the wicked? The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Yeah, you can read all this.
The earth is giving into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof.
That's right. He covers the faces of the judges thereof. Now you know that the Lord was a so-called black man. The scripture, right? The Lord was a so-called black man. Yeah. So what is this right here? What is this? You got the grape. You got the grape. You got the grape. You got the. No, listen. Let me. I'm trying to make my point real quick. I'm going to answer your question. Let me make my point first. No. No. This is Caesar Borgia. This man's name is Caesar Borgia. Cesar Borgia. He was the son of Pope Alexander the Great. He was the 6th of Rome. He was the 6th of Rome. You know, listen. I'm trying to explain to you. You know the Renaissance period? During the time of the Renaissance period? Well, the 1500s, you know, it's called the Renaissance period. It's called like the rebirth. You know? Listen. I'm going to explain it to you. Listen. I'm going to explain it to you. Now, back in the 1500s, they call it the Renaissance period. That was the rebirth, which means that the so-called white people came back into power. So during the time of them coming back into power, yeah, listen. Yeah, can you? Yeah. No. I'm just saying. I understand. Let's stand right here. Nothing's the problem. It's just that it's blocking the camera.
Thank you. If he's telling me that,
That's what I'm saying.
understand that. Like what?
Alright, like I was saying. So during the 1500s, you know, so-called white people were coming back into power. The most powerful people, the prominent people that were powerful was the Borgia family. You know, the Borgia family. You know, Rodrigo Borgia.
I don't know. I don't.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I get it.
This is
I
what.
just want to explain where I'm coming from. I don't know.
I know.
I went to Benjamin High School. I had Black History.
Well, okay, but they're not going to teach you this. They're not going to teach this collective history in the school system. So this is what we're trying to tell you.
No, so that's what we
This is why, because the word devil means deceiver. You know, that's what the word devil means. So this is what we're trying to explain. It is the white people. Because look at this. They are the wicked. Well, who's in power?
Yeah,
I know.
The
There is.
devil. The devil himself.
I believe that he's a child of God.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is. They're falling in.
No, there's three. There's the son. There's the son of God, which are these people right here. Then there's the sons of men. Then there's the sons of the wicked. You know? The sons of the wicked represent the so-called white people. Lucifer. The word Lucifer just means light bearer. Right now,
Light here from who?
from the Most High.
So why we call Lucifer Lucifer is supposed to be the devil to us?
No. That's a misconception. That's misconception. The word Lucifer means light bearer.
Light bearer.
Who has the light?
What's the light? So who has the light?
So-called white man.
Nuggets.
No. The Bible just said, listen.
No way that the white man has a light.
Okay. All right.
In my life, I know. What a God.
What does it mean? Lucifer.
What is the devil?
No, that's what it means.
Right.
Light bearer.
All right, so it means light bearer.
Okay.
So, okay. What does the light mean? Okay, and after that, you check the Bible. You ask me the question. What does the light look like? Light? Yes, light.
Light. When you have a light, what do you able to see?
Everything.
Light. Okay, light, right? So the Lord, good dragon, coming up with the elite of Peter, to talk about lightning. You have the lightning now, you are willing. The Son of God is giving, and saying he's wicked. The Lord allows people.
Of course, he gave us. Yeah, this is my argument.
Okay,
I'm telling you, my thing is, God has given the devil 6 years. This is what you think is the kingdom. This is ultimately the child of God. Don't get it twisted. Yes, it is. Come on, man.
That's an introduction. That's
Whatever. That's right for your brother.
Yeah, all right, take it easy.
Get it right. Get it right.
All right now. You know, that's the so-called black man. You can't tell this. I know. Like
The Jew with all the what?
Job 9 verse 24. Job 9 verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He cover up the faces of the judges thereof. If not, when? Who is he?
That's right. If not, where and who is he? You know, who did this? You know, we got the great majority of the people thinking that this image right here, this so-called this devil right here, is actually the son of the Most High. You know, people actually believe that this man right here, this man Sisera Borgia, is the son of the Most High, where it clearly states that the so-called that the Lord was the so-called black man. You know, Scripture states in Revelations 1:13. You know that. Would you want me to get it for you? Okay. Yeah, I get it for you.
Yeah, Revelation, right?
Yeah, Revelation.
Yeah, 1:13.
Yeah, 1:13.
Yeah. Matter of fact, from Revelation 1:1. That's the biggest stronghold on the mind frame of our people. People have been deceived by the devils.
That's right.
The white man, the devil that the Bible speaks of.
So Revelation chapter 1 verse 1.
Revelation, right?
Yep.
Revelation is revealed. So the truth is being revealed. The truth is being made manifest to the earth right now, man.
Con. Revelation chapter 1 verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ.
Yahweh
Shai Mashiach.
That's right.
Yeah, we're gonna say the name, the real name. Yahweh Shai Mashiach, which the Most High gave unto him to show unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass.
Come, the Bible is describing a Lord, a Savior who he even was described to see within Yahweh Shai.
Come. And he sent sanctified it by his angels unto his servant John. Verse 2, who bear records of the word of the Most High.
John bear record of the word of the Most High, right?
And of the testimony of our Yahweh Shai Mashiach.
Testimony of Yahweh Shai Mashiach. No prophecy, no?
And of all things that he saw.
That's right.
Verse 3.
Yeah.
All right, so Revelation. Actually, 1:13.
That's right.
Revelation chapter 1 verse 13.
That's right.
And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks,
the 7 candlesticks represent the 7 churches of Asia Minor.
One like unto the Son of Man.
The Son of Man is who the people call Jesus Christ, whose Hebrew name is Yahweh Shai Mashiach.
Clothed with a garment down to the foot.
He had a long garment down to his foot, right?
And the girds a path with a golden girdle.
He had a golden belt. That's the Son of God, the second coming of the universe.
Verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
His head and his hair were white like wool. The beard, the hair on his head, white as wool, white color,
wool we call the texture.
And what people on the face of the planet has woolly texture here? Not the so-called white man, the so-called black, or the so-called Negroes. You know? Because it states in the scriptures that it is evident that the Lord sprang out of the tribe of Judah. You know? So I'm reading on. As white as snow,
That's what I saw, right?
And it's
because,
not-
because he was full of wisdom.
and his eyes were like the flame of fire.
As a flame of fire, pursuant to the prophecy, Genesis 49 chapter,
That's
I shall be red.
That's right. Verse 15. And his feet,
The real image of
and
Jesus.
his feet like unto fine brass,
Feet
as
like
they
you find brass, right? Your feet are the same color of your face, right? Your feet matches your color of the skin, right? Your arm, right? So his feet are to find brass, right?
Yes.
It's a derivative of brown, right? Come on, bro.
as if it was burned in a furnace.
So if you take brass, you burn it in the furnace, why? It's become very dark. So our Lord and Savior, who we call Jesus Christ, the dark-skinned man, just like the scripture, just like the Bible. That's the biggest stronghold of the whole world, man. That's what the scripture says. Satan has deceived the whole world. Who is Satan? The soft-spoken white man, the devil that the Bible speaks about. He deceived the world, his image, telling the whole world that Jesus Christ, a dark-skinned man, is look like this, man. That's the biggest lie ever told in history, man.
That's right. No?
Oh Lord Yahushua Mashiach, we call Jesus Christ the dark-skinned man, and he's going to come to destroy America.
That's right.
Vamos puxar bro. Joel, the 12th chapter. Wait! Matter of fact, I got verse 9 verse cry aloud to God. That's the biggest stronghold. That's the biggest lies.
Isaiah.
That this guy was ever on the earth, man.
Isaiah chapter 58, verse
That's the
1.
truth, right?
Cry aloud.
Cry loud, right?
Spare not.
Spare not, so we don't care how you see us, man. Because we are here to give you a message, whether you like it or not.
Lift up thy voice like a trumpet,
Lift up thy voice like a trumpet, right?
and show my people
So
their
my people, the
transgression.
transgression, the Israelites suffer black Hispanics, and the Americans are the people of the Lord.
And the house of Jacob their sin.
The house of Jacob, their sins. That's exactly why we're here, man. To let our people know, so-called black Hispanics and the Americans, that you are the chosen people of God. You call God, his name is Yahweh. We call Jesus Christ, his name is Yahushua Mashiach. And they're going to come to destroy America.
That's right. No? Let me get on. Let me get on.
Yeah. They think it's a joke, man. They think it's a fucking joke, man. It's not gonna be a joke when you see the big black man coming from the sky. Show this, man. Right here, bro.
Second Ezra, chapter 15, verse 1.
Right.
Behold, speak thou into the ears of my people the words of prophecy.
It just says, behold, speak down in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, man. Prophecy is what? The testimony of Yahushua Mashiach, which is Revelation 19 verse 10.
Which I will put in thy
The
mouth.
word that you speak are the words, these are the word of who we call God and Jesus Christ. Or two dark-skinned entities, man.
That's right. Said the Lord.
That's right.
Verse 2. And I will cause them to be written in paper.
And cause them to read in the paper, so that's why we have the Bible. You know? Back then was the scroll, now it's the Bible, right?
That's right. For they are faithful and true.
His words are faithful and are true, man. Whether you believe it or not. Matter of fact, in Romans 2:3, what is something that believe? So because the gospel that we're pushing is for something that you people has never heard before, man. This gospel is from above, man. It's something that you people has never seen before. This is so-called black Hispanics and the American standing from the four corners of the earth. Letting the whole world know that the so-called white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of, and America will be destroyed by total destruction. Talking about Russia, North Korea, Iran, the other should be from America, man. You try this bitch, man.
All these nations. All right, verse Romans chapter 3, verse 3.
That's right.
For what if some do not believe?
For what if some do not believe? So we know that the majority of the people are not believe what we're saying, man. So it don't matter us. Keep going.
Fine. Shall their unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect?
So your unbelief, your lack of belief don't really bother us because some people have to die. It's a battle.
God, the Most High forbid.
God, meaning hell no. God forbid.
Yea, Let the Most High be true,
Let the Most High be true,
and every man a
and
liar.
never been a liar. So the word of the Lord gonna stand no matter what. No matter what you do, the word of the Lord gonna come to pass, man.
As it is written, thou.
Go back to 2 Ezra 15 verse 1.
All right, 2 Ezra chapter 15, verse 1.
That's right.
Verse 3. Fear not the imaginations against thee.
We don't care what your vain imagination. It don't really bother us because we know this place, America, will be destroyed by thermal destruction, destroyed by Russia, Iran, North Korea, Turkey, and take this place down, man. That's the word of God, and who you call God, Jesus Christ, who you named Yahweh Shai.
That's right. Let not thy incredulity of them trouble thee.
That's why your
that speak
unbelief
against thee.
Your unbelief don't bother us, man. Keep going, bro.
All right. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithful.
For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness, man. That's the message.
Verse 5. Behold, saith the Lord,
That's right.
I will bring plagues upon the world.
The word says, behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world,
The sword,
the sword,
famine,
the famine,
death,
death,
and
and
destruction.
destruction. And this is what's coming to America, man. You people think it's a joke, man.
Verse 6. For the wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth,
For wickedness had exceedingly polluted the whole earth,
and their hopeful works are filled.
and the hurtful works are fulfilled, man. Ever since you saw white people came into power, wickedness will multiply on the earth. So the Lord is fed up with the wickedness. It's about to bring judgment to America, man.
That's right. Verse 7. Therefore saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more
So the
as
Lord-
touching their wickedness.
So the Lord is not holding his tongue no more. That's why we see us all over the world, man. Global, man, to let you know that our Lord Yahweh Shai is coming to reclaim the earth which he made, man.
Which they profanely commit.
That's right.
Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise.
Yeah. Neither will I suffer them in those things which they wickedly exercise themselves. You know? That's you suffer white people, you are known as the wicked, the devil, the deceiver that the Bible speaks of, man.
Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me.
Behold, the innocent and righteous blood cry unto me ever since the white people came into the Americas, North Central, South Americas. You have shed innocent blood, man. You're gonna pay for it, man. Matter of fact, on Numbers 35-3, you're gonna pay for the blood that you shed, man. It's a joke, man. It's a joke, man. Numbers 35-3, Bible short.
God. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 35, verse 33.
That's right. So I made a statement. I said ever since Christopher Columbus, a so-called Jew, came into America, he has shed the blood of the natives. So you so-called white people, you don't have to pay for the sins of your forefathers, man. Whether you like it or not.
So ye should not pollute the land where ye in.
So you shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, as a commandment.
Where you are slacking. For blood it defiled the land.
For blood is defiled of the land, right?
And the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein.
And the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein,
but by the blood of him that shed it.
but by the blood of him that shed it. So you suffer white people, your blood has to be shed in order for this land to be purified, man. That's recompense, that's payback, that's retribution, that's equity, that's justice, that's violence.
That's right. That's right.
Go back to 2 Ezra 16, bro. People think it's a joke, man. They think it's a joke, man. You have destroyed
Verse
these people the
15.
time. Come on.
2 Ezra 15 and 8. I will hold my tongue no more of touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in the things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me.
The innocent and righteous blood cry unto me, or people that has been, so white people has destroyed this land. The blood is crying for vengeance to the Lord Yahweh Shai, man.
And the souls of the just complain continually.
And the soul of the just complain continually. Who are the just? The just are the Israelites, so-called black Hispanics and the Americans, which are the Israelites indeed, man.
Verse 9. And therefore, saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them.
That's right.
And
The
I
Lord's gonna give us a payback of our enemies, man. The so-called white men.
and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them.
That's right. That's promise. And the word of the Lord are faithful and true. Matter of fact, Revelation 16 verse 20, Bible down. When this space is taken down, guess what? The Israelites, the elect, gonna be rejoiced over the destruction of America, man. That's what's coming.
What's Revelations chapter?
Destruction of America. Babylon the Great. America's Babylon the Great comes destroyed by fire.
That's right.
The Israelites, so-called black Hispanics, and the Americans are the Israelites indeed.
Wait a minute. 2/3 of the so-called other people on the side will die.
That's right.
You know, because they don't want to take heed to the prophecies. They don't want to take heed and come back to who they are as a people. They don't want to come back to keep the law, statutes, and commandments that the Lord prescribed for us to keep during the time of Moses when we exited out of Egypt. You know? Our people just want to have fun and a lollygag and think that this thing, America, is going to continue on forever and it's wickedness.
Matter of fact, bro, give me second Peter 2 verse 8. But go down, bro. And that's why the vast majority of people are destroyed, man. Why? Because they are in bed with their enemies, man. They don't want this devil to go down. 2 Peter 2 verse 8, go down.
2 Peter chapter 3 verse 8.
That's right.
And it reads, Beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing.
It says, beloved, so the Lord is talking to the elect. Beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, right?
What one day that one day is with the Lord as 1,000 years.
One day is with the Lord as 1,000 years.
And 1,000 years as one day.
1,000 years as one day. So the Lord is functioning at a higher time than us, man. So you talk of white people, you only been in power for 527 years, man. Ever since you came back as Christopher Columbus, 1300 to 2019, that's 527 years, man. That's a short rulership, man.
That's right. Verse 9, the Lord is not slack concerning his promise.
The Lord is not slack concerning his promise. The promise was given to who? Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and their descendants, the so-called black Hispanics, and the Americans, the Israelites.
As some men count slackness.
That's right.
But is long suffering to uswards.
So the Lord, one of the attributes, one of the characteristics of the Lord is long suffering, man.
That's right. Not willing any should perish.
Not willing that any should perish, meaning that these people understand the Lord will is not for them to perish.
But that all should come to repentance.
But that all should come to repentance. But we know only the elect, the best of the best, gonna come to repentance, man. On,
but the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night.
But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night. So when a thief comes and breaks your house, he doesn't let you know what time's gonna come, man. That's how the Lord Yahweh is gonna come, man.
In which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise.
Which the heavens shall pass away with great noise. Talking about the missiles, the ICBMs, and Intercontinental missiles, which gonna be shoot from Russia, from Iran, from North Korea, from Turkey, to destroy this place to America, Babylon the Great.
That's right.
Hey, can I ask you something? Let me ask you something. Go to the section where it says we're all saved by grace.
And the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
The elements shall melt with fervent heat. So everything you see here, is gonna be melted now with fervent heat, man. I said the scripture. The missile, ICBM, Intercontinental, all that's the missile, man.
The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up.
The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. So everything you see is going to be burned up.
11. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved.
See then that all these things shall be dissolved. Everything you see is going to be dissolved by the fire, the lake of fire. When you read Revelation, John, the Revelator, talk about the lake of fire. That's America being destroyed by ICBMs, man.
What matter of people?
What manner of person?
What manner of person ought ye to be in holy conversation, O God, and godliness?
It says, "Sin then that all these things shall be dissolved. What manner of person ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness?" You know, that's the elect, man. That's what we just been.
Water, bro?
Keep on.
God.
The white guy looking at you, right? You looking some water?
Now I'm almost there.
Yeah. I mean, if you want, you can.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, if you want, you can.
Yeah, sure, why not? Yeah.
Verse 12. Looking and hasten unto the coming of the day of the Lord.
Looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of the Lord, Yahweh Mashiach. You people call Jesus Christ, the dark-skinned man, gonna come to open the sky and destroy this place. Because America, he gave his people the Israelite power to rule the earth in righteousness, man.
That's right. The heavens being on fire shall be dissolved.
The heavens being on fire shall be dissolved. Talking about the Mesos, ICBMs, intercontinental Mesos, right? Yes, yep.
And the element shall melt with fervent heat.
The element shall melt with fervent heat.
Verse 13. Nevertheless, we according to his promise look for a new heaven and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness.
Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for a new heaven and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. And that's exactly what's going to come when our Lord Yahweh Mashiach come, destroy and take down the so-called white man and give his people power to rule the earth in righteousness. That's what we're looking for, man. A new rulership, a new people coming back to power, man. The so-called black Hispanics and the Americans, the Israelites, man.
That's right.
Matter of fact, go to First Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 1. 5:1.
What is nonsense, yeah? There is a lot of people there, so
So this is a joke, man. So this actually take like a waste of time coming here, man.
First Thessalonians chapter
5 verse 1.
This is the book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 1.
That's right.
But of the times and of the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you.
But the time of the season, brethren, Paul is talking to his brethren, his kinsmen, according to the flesh, were Israelites.
For yourself knoweth perfectly that
We know perfectly that the day of the Lord.
the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night.
Why? Because we're watching the prophecies, man. Watch what's going on in Russia, Iran, watch what's going on in America, man.
For when they shall say peace and safety,
But when they shall say peace and safety, that's exactly how most of the Americans think. It thinks everything is all good, right? The scripture says, for when they shall say peace and safety,
then sudden destruction cometh upon them.
then sudden destruction coming upon them. That's what's gonna come to America, man. The whole world, man. Out of fact, man.
As travail upon a woman with child.
Because just like a woman, when she's giving birth, everything, the birth pain comes alternately, man. That's how the destruction of America can be.
That's right. And they shall not escape.
They shall not escape, man. That's the day we fast approaching, man. The destruction of America is prophesied in the Bible, man.
That's right.
Babylon the Great, man. It's to be destroyed by fire, man.
God. Keep going. But ye brethren are not in darkness.
So we are not in darkness. Why? Because we know what time we're in, man. We measure the time diligent in itself, man. Because we know the promise of the Lord. The word of the Lord are faithful in our truth.
That day shall not overtake you as a thief.
That's right.
Ye are all the children of light.
We are all the children of light. The light is who? Yahweh Shai, man.
That's right. And the children of the day.
That's right.
Where are not of the night nor of darkness.
We are not of the night, nor of darkness.
Therefore let us not sleep as do others.
So we are not sleep. We are not cutting up in some mad philosophy that you people are in, man.
That's right.
You know?
But let us watch and be sober.
So let us watch and be sober. We watch, man. We watching for the prophecy, man.
Verse 7. For they that sleep in the night.
For they that sleep in the night.
And they that be drunken are drunken in the night.
And that's the current state of the whole world, man. The whole world is not sleep, man.
Verse 8. But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith.
That's
and love.
right. That's why faith is a gift from Yahweh Bashim Yoshai, man. That's what we're hoping for, man. When all hell break loose, as Isaiah 32:6, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time, man. When all hell break loose, we hope that Yahweh Bashim Yoshai be there on our side, man.
And helmet and the hope of salvation.
That's exactly what it is, man. That's exactly what it is. So this place that you call America will be destroyed by ICBMs, intercontinental ballistic missiles, because America is a sinful kingdom.
That's right.
Established on rape, deception, robbery, the white supremacy of these people this time, man.
Murder.
And murder, man. Matter of fact,
I got
people think this is a joke, man. That's what's coming to America, martial law. This place is going to be on lockdown pretty soon.
That's right. Revelation 16 and 15.
That's right.
And it reads, Behold, I come as a thief.
That's right.
Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garment.
That's right, and that's what we're trying to do, man. We're trying to take hold of this knowledge as much as possible, man.
Lest he walk naked and they see his shame.
That's right, bro. That's right. You know, don't turn to the Lord. So, man,
That's right.
you know, it's a fearful thing to fall into the hand of the living power, man.
Yeah, like the brother said, people like to play games. People think that this is just a game, that we're just coming out here wasting our lives. But at the end of the day, we don't have no life here.
That's right.
We weren't brought here as a nation to be comfortable here in America.
That's right.
Pursuant to Micah 2,
Micah 2:10.
Pursuant to the book of Micah chapter 2 verse 10. We weren't brought here to be comfortable here in America.
That's right.
We weren't comfortable to just try to live it up here and think that we're gonna just have kids and see our grandkids and kids' kids. We were brought here to serve captivity.
That's right.
And to lament to the Most High for our sins.
That's right.
And plead to the Most High for forgiveness.
That's right, bro. Come on.
Through the spirit and power of our Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua.
Right. It's like Micah 2:10.
Yeah, Micah 2:10.
Micah 2:10, and it reads, Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest.
That's right. Arise ye and depart, for this is not our rest. This place, Babylon the Great, aka America, is not our rest.
That's what? Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with sword
That's
destruction.
right. It is polluted, and it will destroy you with a sword destruction. America's polluted with the bloodshed of our people. That's how America's polluted, and with all their false philosophies. Everything here in America is polluted. The air is polluted, the food is polluted. The people's minds are polluted. So this place just gotta go. And it's just getting worse and worse. The wickedness of America, America's wickedness that reached onto the Most High.
That's right, bro.
And the Most High is about to punish this place by way of thermonuclear fire.
That's right.
Most High is about to baptize America with eternal fire.
That's right. Isaiah 66 verse 15. Verse 15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with chariot like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire.
That's right. The Most High, the Lord is going to come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind. Because them chariots, when they come, they're going to be shooting out laser beams.
That's right.
Which is concentrated fire.
That's right.
Upon America.
Just like it showed Sodom and Gomorrah.
That's right. Just like Sodom and Gomorrah. Just like when you watch Independence Day, you see them chariots. They came out of that big mothership, and they were going down to these bases, shooting at the military bases in that movie.
That's right.
That's concentrated fire right there.
That's right.
That's right. That's what these chariots are gonna do.
That's right. The chariots are
That's just a preview to what the chariots are gonna do when they come upon the earth.
That's right. Verse 16. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead for all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many.
That's right. By with fire and by with a sword, with the Lord will plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many. There's gonna be many dead bodies out here. There's gonna be many people getting zapped by them lasers, by them chariots. And they show you that example in the movie War of the Worlds. The first one and the second one.
Matthew 10 verse 24. Think not that I am come to set peace on earth. I came not to set peace but a sword.
That's right. The Lord said, think not that I come to set peace upon the earth. That he came not to set peace but a sword. Because when the Lord comes back, he's coming back with a sword. And the Lord is very pissed right now. He can't wait to come back. He can't wait for the order from Yahweh to come back to destroy America.
That's right.
Mainly because of that bullshit image right there.
Bullshit.
You know, this bullshit image that y'all, that the so-called white man put up.
That's right.
Having people thinking that this is the son of the Lord.
That's right.
That this is the Lord. You know?
Come on, bro.
That's right. Come on.
Joel 1 chapter 2 verse 1. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, for it is not here.
That's right. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day cometh, because the Lord is at hand. The days are at hand, you know?
That's right.
But y'all people ain't trembling right now. Y'all people ain't fearing. Y'all don't fear the Lord. Y'all not in fear. But y'all about to be in fear pretty soon.
That's right.
You know? So when you see that big mothership in the sky and all them chariots, you're gonna fear.
That's right. Come.
Best believe you're gonna be in fear.
Come. A day of darkness, and of gloominess, a day of cloud, and day of darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountain of great people and a strong, there had not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it.
Yeah, neither shall there be any more after. You know? Because when there's all said and done, this whole earth is going to return into righteousness.
That's right.
The earth is going to be righteous. Everything in the earth is going to be righteous. Like it should be. You know?
A fire devour before them, and behind them a flame burneth.
That's right. A fire devoured before them. So this is that missile, that fire. You see, you got the warheads. You got the warheads inside this this missile, right here, in the beginning, in the head, because you got the different warheads that break off now come out with that fire, and the flame burn them. But you see behind them, that's what's going to propel the missiles to come over here. That's what it's talking about. It's talking about this missile right here, this thermonuclear missile.
A fire devoured before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is as the Garden of Eden before them.
That's right. The land is as the Garden of Eden before them. Like you see all the greenery, the vegetation of this land. You see how everything is looking good and nice. And what is it going to say after?
No.
A fire devoured before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is as the Garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness.
Yeah, desolate wilderness. Because America's going to be 100% desert. After the thermonuclear destructions, after that thermonuclear missile, hits its target.
Look.
After the thermonuclear missiles burn themselves out, this place would be nothing but a big desert. No? And it states that in the book of Isaiah.
I'll get that up before.
But if I qualification, look it out. Yeah. Come out.
That's right.
Isaiah 13, verse 17, and it reads, verse 19, in Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the child, this excellency shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah.
That's right. When the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah, the same is going to happen to America. How was Sodom and Gomorrah overthrown? By fire and brimstone. So America's future and destiny is fire. But it's going to be in the ways of the thermonuclear missiles. This thermonuclear missile right here. You know? That's how America's going to go out. By way of thermonuclear destruction.
By fire, right?
By fire.
Back you up, bro. Revelation chapter 18, verse 21, and it reads, and a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all.
That's right. Thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, and that shall be found no more. You know? How is that violence? By that way of thermonuclear missile. Because you're going to have Russia leading the charge. Russia is already selling arms and nuclear capability to these other nations, such as Iran, North Korea, China, even Libya. You know? So all these nations got nuclear capability. You know? All these nations have that missile. And they're going to use it against Babylon the Great.
Isaiah 13 verse 19. In Babylon, the glory of kingdom, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when Yahweh Ba'ashim Yoshai overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it dwell in from generation to generation.
That's right. After this land gets destroyed by the thermonuclear missiles, this land would never be inhabited again. Nobody will build their house on this land no more. Nothing will be built here no more. Because this place will be left as a memorial not to come against the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai.
What?
You know? So America is going to be a big memorial not to come against the law, statutes, and commandments of the Heavenly Father.
It reads, it shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation, neither shall the Arabian pitch sit there, neither shall the shepherd make the fold there, but wild beasts of the desert shall lie there.
That's right. Wild beasts of the desert shall lie here. This is going to be their dwelling. You know? Wild beasts and desert creatures. That's all you're going to have in America. You know? That's what's going to dwell here in America. This place will never be the glory of kingdoms any longer. This place is not going to be a beacon of light, you know? Because that beacon of light where everybody wants to come into America, you know, want to get that American dream, that light is slowly dimming down. That light is dimming down. Because now you got these other nations, they're closing up shop. And they're going home, you know? Because they recognize that a great storm is coming. Destruction is coming. They recognize that America will be destroyed. So what they're doing, they're making a little bit of money that they can, shipping it home, and then taking off. Because it says in the scriptures that if these nations turn, go back to their land.
Yep.
No?
It's Jeremiah 51, verse 6. Flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. She will wonder unto her recompense.
This is the time of the Lord's vengeance, and the Most High is going to recompense this place for all the wickedness that they did unto our people right here on the sun. No?
Verse 7. Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand.
Welcome.
Where you from, brother?
Verse 7.
Boston. Rochester.
Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made order of drinking. The nation have drunk of her wine, therefore the nations are mad.
That's right. The nations have drunk of the wine of Babylon. Now the nations are mad. You know, these other nations can't stand this place. You know, they hate this place.
Yeah, especially them Arab nation, man.
That's right. They call it, them Arabs, them Ishmaelites over there. They call this place the Great Satan.
The Great Satan.
You know, that's what they call America, the Great Satan. You know, because all America been doing, you know, all because of that bullshit 9/11, that, you know, they've been sending bombs and dropping unmanned drones upon them, destroying villages and innocent people. Now they pissed off. You know, that's why they don't have a problem strapping a bomb to themselves and running up into a tent full of American soldiers saying Allah Akbar and blowing themselves up. You know?
Verse 8, verse 7, Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made order of drinking. The nation have drunk of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her take balm for her pain? If so, she may be healed.
That's right. If so, she may be healed. But what does the scripture say?
Son, we will have healed Babylon, but she's not healed.
That's
Forsake
right.
her.
We have one that healed Babylon, but she cannot be healed. You know, there's no way this place is going to turn back to the 50s in America's golden ages. You know, right now everything's collapsing. The infrastructure's collapsing. You know, their roads are falling apart. You know. There's no morals here in the society. You know, the economy is crashing. They want to make you believe that the economy is doing okay. But the thing is, it's failing because the dollar's declining. You know, the dollar's going down. You go to some of these other countries, they're not even accepting the U.S. dollar. You know?
That's right. Because the dollar is not backed by anything. Man. Back then, the dollar was backed by gold or silver, right? But today, the dollar is nothing, man. It's worth actually more money to print the dollar itself, man, than the dollar, man.
The dollar is backed by Americans, Black Americans, Social Security.
Well,
Bro, your social security number, bro, is a reason for America to get $6 million from you from the FDR.
That's
Every
right.
single person that's born, right?
The
For the Social
Federal
Security
Reserve gives the United States government $6 million for you being born. Bro.
True. That's
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
That's right.
And
I ain't know what that's right.
you're being when you're born, bro, your birth certificate and your social security is nothing more than a contract between the United States government and the FDR saying that's your corporation. Your business.
That's
Your
right.
business, he's a business, she's a business, their businesses,
And you know
I'm
what?
a business,
That's
he's a
paper-
business,
That's
we're all a
paper
business.
genocide.
That's right.
That's the paper genocide. They changed the people who
Well,
really
yeah,
were
you know, like
for
the brother's
benefits.
saying is right. Because if you go ahead,
I've
let's
been
say if
watching
you,
you guys on YouTube for years now, bro. And I respect what y'all are doing. I appreciate it. Feel me?
Shalom.
Yo, bro, when you get to
but yeah,
mathematics,
so like the brother was saying, it's right.
Mathematics.
Because let's say if you go ahead and kill somebody, you know, you go ahead and
Common
put
sense
somebody to
is-
death. They're not gonna lock you up because you killed that person. They're gonna lock you up because now you done took money from their pocket.
Of course.
Because you know
That life that you taking,
yeah,
you just cost them $6 million.
that's right. Yeah, so that's
So
why
now they got to implement a way to substitute that money.
that's right.
So how are they going to do that? They're going to lock you up. Now you're in jail. $42,000 a year for meals, and they feed you what, a $7 meal, something like that.
That's right.
You feel
No.
me? So they're just pocketing money to take care of you, and they're giving you the bare minimum.
That's right. That's why they got that saying that you paid your debt to society. You know, that's why that saying comes from. You paid your debt to society because by you taking that dude's life, he owed money to the Federal Reserve. You know, he's still property of the Federal Reserve. He still got to pay money. Now
So
that he's
that debt
gone,
is collected.
he can't.
Somebody got to pay.
Now somebody got to pay that money. You know, and that's you. That's why they sentence you. You know.
The chain gang is there, bro. All of you.
Jeremiah 51 verse 9.
Use common sense, bro.
We will have here Babylon, but she's not here. Forsake her. Let us go everyone into his own country, for her judgment reach unto the heavens. For her judgment reach unto heaven.
Let everybody forsake her and go back to their own country. That's why you got the president of Russia, Vladimir Putin, calling his people back home.
That's right.
He's telling his people, come back home, come back to Russia.
Russian.
Because there's a great war that's about to
They
take place.
know that it's about to go down.
You know?
That's right.
It's being revealed that it's going down.
Yeah, I already know.
And we so ignorant, focused on all this bullshit. Kids about
Isaiah
Kanye
chapter
West
9
and
verse
whatever
5.
else is going on.
For every battle of the warriors
All of
is
it.
with confused
All of
noise
it is a
and
distraction.
garment run in blood,
Every
but
single
they
thing
shall
out
be
here.
burning in fuel of fire.
That's right. And for every battle was confused noise. Because back then, when a nation went to war with another nation, they had swords, you know? You had the swords, the shields. You had the collection of the shields and the swords. But this war is going to be with fire, burning and fuel of fire, which is going to be a thermonuclear war, you know? But you already see Russia demonstrating their nuclear capability. The missiles, the high-tech missiles that they developed. You know, the hypersonic missile. You know, they got a missile called Satan and Satan
So we
2.
had all those maps.
You know,
We had
all
shit
of that.
before they-
You know, you see Russia demonstrating to the world how these nuclear missiles, these smart missiles, they even develop a thermonuclear missile, a dummy nuclear missile. Where here it is, you know, the nuclear missiles can't really detect the real missiles. You know, that's how advanced and high tech that Russian military have become. And that's all through the spirit and power of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua.
Isaiah 54 verse 16, and it reads, Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coal in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work.
That's right.
We've
Who
been
is a
in the
smith?
military, so we don't been-
What is a smith?
we
A
done
smith
seen what-
was a person that made weapons. Back then, he will make shields, you know, swords, daggers, whatever weapon. But who are the modern day smiths now? The modern day smiths are the so-called scientists. The scientists that the Most High gave them the mindset to create that missile. You know?
It says, behold, I have created a smith that blows the corn in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and I have created a waster to destroy it.
That's right. I created the waster to destroy it. What is that waster? That thermonuclear missile. That's the instrument, and that's the weapon that's going to waste the whole of America. You know? That's what's going to destroy 100% of America. You know?
Second Ezra 16 verse 2. Gird up yourself with cloth and sack, and hair, bewail your children, and be sorry for destruction that is at hand.
That's right, bewail your children because the destruction is at hand. You know? You're going to bewail your children in them days. You know? Because that missile is not going to care whether or not you have children, whether or not you have that baby. But the missile, the scripture says, they shall not pity the fruit of thy womb. They should not have pity on the fruit of thy womb.
A sword is set upon you, and who may turn it back. The fire is set amongst you, who may quench it.
That's right, his sword is set upon you, and who may turn it back. You know? Who may turn it back? Are you gonna turn back that missile?
No, bro.
When that archer, when he shoots that bow and arrow? Oh God, go ahead.
Verse 5. Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? May any man drive away a hungry lion in the wood?
That's right, when any man drive away a hungry lion that is in the woods, you know? When that lion's hungry, he's coming to eat. He's coming to kill something. You know? Are you gonna drive that lion away?
May any man drive away a hungry lion in the wood, or may anyone quench a fire to stumble when it had begun to burn.
That's right. When any man Oh yeah, come closer. Oh, you're good. All right, Con.
Verse 2 Ezra chapter 16 verse 7. May anyone turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer.
That's right. When any man turn away and get an arrow that is strong of a mighty archer. You know, this is what Ezra is asking. You know?
The mighty Lord sent up the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away?
That's right. The mighty Lord sent up the plagues, and who may drive them away. That thermonuclear is the ultimate and final plague that the Most High is going to send upon America. You know?
A fire shall go forth from his wrath. Who is he that may quench it?
That's right. And fire is sent from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it? Because these fire departments, the Boston Fire Department ain't going to quench that fire.
That's right. Well said. And it reads, he shall cast lightning, and who shall not fear. He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid.
That's right. He shall cast lightning, who may not fear. And he shall thunder, who shall not be afraid. This is what Ezra is asking. Because when you hear that thunder and that lightning, you tremble. That's right. You know? You tremble when you hear that.
The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence.
That's right. The Lord is threatening, who shall not be utterly beaten with powder at his presence. You know?
The earth quaketh, and the foundation thereof, the sea arise up with waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also before the Lord and before the glory of his power.
That's right, before the Lord and the glory of his power. Because this is all coming from Yahweh Bashim Yahushai.
That's right.
You know? This is all the power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. You know?
Verse 13, for strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow, his arrow that shooteth are sharp and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the earth.
That's right. When the arrows begin to be shot throughout the face of the earth, that's right. Like you see them, that's why it's called intercontinental ballistic missiles. Because it's coming from one end of the earth onto another. You know? Because them missiles have homing devices that's installed in them.
Yeah, what you call
GPS?
GPS, yeah, GPS homing devices installed in the, you know, to reach its target, you know, to reach its destination.
They all put a mark on it.
That's right. That's why it says in the scriptures, the arrow shall be shot and shall not miss. You know.
Plus the spirit of the Lord.
Question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Check it out. I want off topic first. On topic. So a black man, right? So a Judah, is it okay for them to marry out of tribe?
Other tribes on this sign right here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
of
in the
course.
same tribes, right? In
Yeah,
12 tribes.
we're-
If they stay in the 12 tribes,
Yeah,
they
we're
good, right?
Yeah, we're all one nation.
Right, the whole nation. That's
Yeah,
the whole
we're
nation.
all one
all the
nation. So
tribes,
yeah, it's
right.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all the same people.
I'm from Gad and Judah.
No, you can't be both. You can't
Are
be
you
both.
serious?
You
Are
can't be
your,
both.
are your father?
I have Native American on my grandfather's side.
What's your father?
So
Okay.
you,
Talking about.
so on your grandfather's side, right?
My grandfather's side is Native American.
So is that your father?
That's my dad. Like, he raised me.
Okay, so that's you're the tribe of Gad.
Gad.
You know.
Yeah.
You're the tribe of Gad. You know. So that it goes by the bloodline of the
father.
man of the
Oh,
father.
really?
Yeah.
I thought it was from the mom.
Nah, it's not
Nah.
from the mother.
That's
Because she doesn't have the seed. Man carries the seed.
So what about a?
You know.
So what about a
So that
female?
seed is coming from that man that is
So my
planted
daughter
within that
would
woman.
be
Huh?
what?
Huh?
My
Yeah.
daughter's half white. It's race.
Well, she's gonna be a Judite because you're carrying the seed. Because she's of your seed. She's of your loins. So she came out of your loins.
Right.
You know? So she's because you ever heard the saying, you are who your father is, right?
Right.
That's where that saying comes from, because the man carries that seed. You know? So that's how it works. It
So
doesn't
the
go
man
through.
carries the, that's why he carries the name.
Yeah, that's why he carries the name. Yeah.
If I may add too, that's why when you marry, your women carry out your last name.
So why it'll never work out? It never work out.
Well, why
It's interracial relationship. It doesn't
like
work out.
interracial
Don't
relationships?
work out. Well, I been in like silent. Don't work out.
Well,
They don't look the
technically,
same. To me, what I learned is they don't look the same.
Well, technically, what it is that these other nations, the women of our other nations, you know, because we just read in the scripture that everyone shall turn to his own people, you know. But when we get in the kingdom, you know, these white women and the nations of the women of the other nations,
Right.
they're gonna be our concubines.
Yeah.
You know, they're gonna be nothing but our play toys. Just like the so-called white man
I've
used
heard that
our
before.
yeah, come.
I've heard it before.
Yeah, come. That's real. Because the so-called white men done had our women, you know, and had them as concubines and things like that, and bear seed with our women, you know. So we're gonna do the same thing to the so-called white people and these other nations, you know, because we're gonna have their women as concubines, and as bed witches in the kingdom. That's right, you know. So whatever they did to us, they're gonna we're gonna do unto them double, according to the scripture.
Matter of fact, let's bring it out.
Yeah, come.
I'm Dominican.
You're Dominican?
Yeah, I'm
All right.
Colombian.
You Colombian? So y'all Israelites, you know?
Yeah.
Y'all the true chosen people of the Most High. You know? Y'all love the tribe of Asher and Simeon. That's you. You know?
Yeah, I see. It's a Dominican, Guatemala.
Yeah, God. And the so-called white man's the devil. You know? Because this is the name that he gave you. He called you a Colombian.
He
or
split. He
Dominican.
separated.
Yeah, he separated.
That's what I tell people every day. He separated us.
And that's what you call divide and conquer.
Divide and conquer.
In order for you to conquer a nation, you have to divide them.
Yeah.
That's why there's
So basically, that's why we're in conflict with each other.
Yeah, exactly.
All of us.
That's right. Exactly.
That's right, you know. But the conquistadors, but they came in and they raped and murdered your forefathers. That's what. That's the so-called white man, the gringo. Yeah, that's what he did to our people. That's right. And he's gonna pay for that. That's right. You know, he's gonna pay for what he did to our people. You know.
Let's cut it out, bro. Yeah, cut. Galatians 6 verse 7. And it reads, Galatians chapter 6 verse 7. And it reads, Revelation chapter 6 verse 7, be not deceived, God is not mocked, for whatsoever a man soweth, that he shall also reap.
That's right. Be not deceived, for the Most High is not marked. For whatsoever man sows, that shall he also reap. In Revelation 13 and 9. So what did the so-called white man sow? You know? He sowed rape, rob, and murder. You know? Pollution of the earth. Lies. Deceit. So this is what's going to happen to the so-called white man.
Revelation chapter 13 verse 9, of any man having ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
So the so-called white man led these people on the sign into captivity. So the scripture says that he shall go into captivity.
He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
That's right. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Because the so-called white man done killed our people with the sword. You know? He done shed our blood with the sword. And that modern day sword is the gun. You know? That's how he destroyed our people.
That's right.
So now we're going to kill him with the sword. You know?
When our Lord Yahushua comes back and give us and restore the true people, the true children of the earth in power, man. That's what's gonna happen. This other nation, they're gonna go into slavery, man. That's our destiny, man. That's what you call what do you call it? He still has something he call manifest destiny, man.
Manifest destiny.
Manifest destiny part 2.
Hold on, let me back it up. So this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 1. It reads, for the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel.
So the scripture says, for the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and yet choose Israel, right?
And yet choose and set them in their own land.
And set them in their own lands. That's how you know the people, the so-called Jews, the Amalekites that are in the land of Israel, they are not the real Jews, man.
Yeah.
The Lord's gonna be the one setting his people in their own land, man.
Exactly.
That's right. And bring them to their place.
That's right.
And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids.
Hey, yo.
You know?
Oh, shit. Bro.
Well, bro. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids.
And the house of Israel shall possess them. Possession, when you become somebody in possession, meaning you become their slaves, man.
That's right. That's right, brother. And they shall take them captives. And the people and the people shall take them and bring them to their place.
That's exactly what's gonna come, man. Because when the Lord Yahushua comes back, everybody, man, he's gonna separate the sheep from the goats. The sheep are the house of Israel, and the goats are the other nations, man. The Lord is coming to set division, man. The Lord is not about all people come together. Nah, man. The Lord is a separatist, man.
That's right. In their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord.
The land of the Lord is Israel, man. The land that was given to a forefather, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, his descendants, man.
For servants and handmaids,
For slaves, right?
and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were.
They shall take them captive, whose captive they were. So the devil gonna flip, man. The first will be the last, and the last will be the first. That's exactly what's gonna come, man. That's exactly what's gonna come in the future, man.
And they shall rule over their oppressors.
And they shall rule over the oppressor, man. That's what's coming. That's what's coming, man. The promise, man.
What a great day that's coming.
Yeah. And
great day. And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow.
It shall come to pass that in that day the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow. So what happened to us as a nation has never been done to any other people in the face of the earth, man. That's how you know. These are the signs to let you know who are the true Israelites, man.
That's right. And from thy fear.
What?
Oh yeah.
What's your problem?
Like, what's up, yo? Like,
Nah, it's all good.
It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
It's all good, brother. It's all good.
It's all good.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. You know, this word is gonna come out.
Regardless, bro.
No,
Yeah, that's right.
it's all good, man. Let me stop.
All right, Con.
And it shall come to pass in the day, in that day, that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow.
God don't give us rest, man. There are people, we have people asking Esau for reparation, man. The reparation gonna come when the Lord Yahweh comes back and puts this other nation in slavery, man. That's gonna be the true definition of reparation, man. To have this nation, this hidden nation, because the reason that these people are here is for us to serve us, man. They're gonna do that in the kingdom of heaven, man.
That's right. You know, like the brother said, you know, there's not enough money that this devil can give us, you know, that's gonna undo the damages that he did.
damage has been done.
Damage has been done, so there's not amount of money that this devil has that he's going to give unto us to repair the damages. You know, the scripture says that, you know, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. You know, so he shed our blood, so we got to shed his blood. You know, we don't want the reparations, we want that blood. You know, because at the end of the day, the dollar ain't worth shit. You know, the dollar's not backed by gold and silver. The dollar's declining. So what good is that going to do for us? You know?
Second Thessalonians chapter 2, 1 verse 6. See, it's a righteous thing with God to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you.
That's right. See, it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. So they troubled us, they killed us, they slaughtered us. We're going to do the same to them in the kingdom, but double. You know?
Verse 7, and to you who are troubled, rest with us when the Lord Yahweh Mashiach shall be revealed from heaven.
That's right. For you that are in trouble, rest for us, you know? Like you brothers that are sitting there, you know, rest with us, you know? Because we are in trouble. You know, your souls are tired of the oppression and all the bullshit that we got to go through with the so-called white man. You know?
It says, and to you who are troubled, rest with us when the Lord Yahweh Mashiach shall be revealed from heaven with his mighty angel.
That's right. Come, revealed in heaven with his mighty angel, you know? Because the Lord is coming back with legions of angels to come here to destroy America, you know? He's coming to bring fire and brimstone to America.
You can feel the energy in the air.
Yeah, come.
You can feel it.
There's a changing in the God, man.
You can feel your anxiety as us as black people.
Yeah.
You can feel it. Like, something
like,
coming. I told my homeboy this like a year ago.
Yeah.
I was like, I can feel something coming. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what it is,
Something is coming.
but it's inside of me,
Yeah,
though. But I
something
can
is
feel
coming.
something.
Something
like
big is coming.
in the temperature. Like,
Yeah, something big is coming.
yeah.
That's right.
It's real.
Yeah, it's real.
I was like, man, what is it? Like, I'm feeling out here.
Yeah.
Why do I feel like my back against the wall every day? Like,
Something's coming, bro.
Yeah, that's that.
Yo, are they considered?
Huh?
Are they considered?
No, they're heathens.
huh?
They're heathens.
Them?
Yeah, they're not Israelites. They're not of our people. No, they're not our people.
That's
No.
why they was like that when I was over there, huh?
Yeah. But let me get back into this.
Well, let's sit down and let you guys eat.
Verse 3. And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest
Hey,
from thy sorrow.
So we're gonna get rest. We're gonna be resting, man. We're gonna sing up on our beds in the kingdom, man. When we have these nations in slavery, man. All these nations that are outside the nation of Israel, they're gonna be in slavery, man.
That's right. And from thy fear and from thy hard bondage wherein thou wast made to serve.
From the hard bondage wherein thou hast made to serve. So we saw slavery here in America, North Central, South America, man. All over the world, wherever these people are, they are at the bottom of society, man. That's how you know they are the Israelites, man.
Verse 4.
That's why they keep them away from society.
Yeah.
They give you the light-skinned people.
Hey,
Instead of
castaway.
give you the indigenous people of those lands.
That's what you call white supremacy. In order
Right.
for white supremacy to work, these people have to be at the bottom. That's how white supremacy works.
It's like that in Asia, all the countries overseas, all they live in the woods. Like They don't come out. They don't show you these people.
Yeah,
That's right. That's why you got in China, over there in
A lot of
China.
black folks like, yeah, you in China with Chinese guys.
Yeah, good.
I'm
Yeah.
working there last year.
That's why we got it over there in China. That's why they got the dark-skinned people over there in concentration camps. You know? Yeah. They call them the Uyghur people. They call them Uyghurs. You know? They got them in concentration camps over there. Over 1 million of them in concentration camps.
They don't let Muslims,
Yeah.
they lock them up.
Exactly. You know?
Muslims over there, you get locked up.
It's gone, bro. Come on, bro. I'm done.
Verse 4. That thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon.
That's exactly what it is. We're taking this proverb, this song, this gospel against the king of Babylon. Who's the king of Babylon? The Rothschild, the Oppenheimers, the Duku, the Gettys, the Rockefeller, the elite banking families of Esau Edom, the so-called white men.
The elite.
The elite, the Luciferian, the enlightened one on the left-hand side, man.
And say, how has the oppressor ceased?
Hey, that's exactly what's gonna come, man.
The golden city
Hey,
ceased.
so this place, the rulership is coming to an end, man.
Verse 5. The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked.
The staff mean your power. You know, that's what a king has a staff to lean upon. Like a staff symbolizes power, rulership, and dominion.
And the scepter of the rulers.
Staff of the ruler, right?
Verse 6. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke.
That's right, and that's exactly ever since America came into existence, he has destroyed the whole world, man. That's the aim of the whole earth. Wherever this devil goes, they have destruction follow them, man. They put hell on all people. Matter of fact, Numbers 29, verse 2. But wherever this devil goes, man, wherever this devil goes, they put hell on the dark-skinned people all over the earth, man.
That's what Malcolm X was talking about before he got killed.
Oh, yeah.
Malcolm X, he know the truth. He know he was an Israelite, man.
Mass genocide was going. He was telling us about that.
Yes.
All people of color in this whole world have been treated.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
So the seed of the righteous are the Israelites, so-called black Hispanics, and the Americans. When we empower rulership, the other nations they're gonna be enjoying, man. They're gonna be having good time, man, because there won't be GMO food, there won't be chemical in the air, there won't be trash in the ocean. You know, people will be treating fairly, man.
But when the wicked bear fruit, the people mourn.
When the wicked bear fruit, who are the wicked? The wicked are the so-called white men, the self-proclaimed white men, the devil, the wicked man, the deceiver. When the wicked bear fruit, the people mourn. That's how you know the so-called white man is the devil, man. Everywhere he goes, man, you have, hey, everywhere in the world, man, people is catching hell, man.
That's right.
And we
Are
built.
they the same as them heathens you talk about? Are they part of the same character as white?
No, they're just a different set, but they're just heathens, you know. They're not character because you got three people, sets of men on the earth. You got the sons of man, which are these people. Then you sons of God. The sons of God. It's like the sons of God, the Most High, which are these people right here. Then you got the sons of man, which are the other nations, which are the Arabs, and then you got the sons of the wicked, which are the so-called white people. Right. But the sons of the wicked will totally be exterminated from off the face of the earth.
After 1,000 years.
Are they the fallen angels? The white people?
No, they're not the fallen angels.
Are they still here?
No, we are the fallen angels, bro. We are the fallen angels, bro.
We are the fallen
The
angels.
Israelites.
No, we are the fallen angels because we once had the power, you know, but we were taken down because we didn't keep the law, statutes, and commandments. You know, that's why we're here in this captivity right now.
Right.
Because we didn't follow the law, statutes, and commandments. So the Most High raised up Esau, this devil, the so-called white man, to rule over us. You know?
If I may add too, bro, when you break down the word angel, it means messenger. The messenger of God are the Israelites, so-called black Hispanics, and the Americans. When you read about Moses, Isaiah, Ezekiel, Jeremiah, these are all Israelites, man. They are the messenger of God. You know, they were sent to give a message, man. So we fell down as a nation, man.
That's right.
Go back to what. Matter of fact, Leviticus 10 and 4. Yeah.
Ecclesiasticus, the book of Sirach, chapter 10, verse 4. It reads, the power of the earth is in the hands of the Lord.
So the power of the earth, the rulership of the earth is in the hand of the Lord. When you read Daniel 4 verse 17, it says that the Lord ruleth in the kingdom of men. So the Lord is the one that set up rulers and take them down, man. So right now the Lord set up Esau, Edom, the self-proclaimed white men, and put us down. So in the world to come, we're gonna be up, they're gonna be down.
That's right. And in due time, he will set over one that is profitable.
So the scripture says the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. So the one that's going to be profitable are the Israelites, the so-called black Hispanics and the Americans, man. Under our Lord Yahweh Shai.
Verse 5. In the hand of the Verse 8, because of unrighteous dealing in injuries and riches got by deceit.
So the scripture says because of unrighteous dealing, injuries and riches got by deceit. Ever since the devil was given to power, man, they stole the natural resources of the whole earth, man.
And riches got by deceit. The kingdom.
They got the riches by deceit, right?
The kingdom is translated from one people to another.
So the kingdom is going to be translated from one people, the Esau, Edom, to another, the Israelites, so-called black Hispanics in America. That's what's going to happen. So, Daniel 7 verse 18, right? The sins of the Muslims. That's what you said something earlier, right? You said like there's something's coming. There's a change in the God, man. That's what you see taking place. There's a transfer of power. There's a new people coming back to rule the earth. That's the Israelites, man. These people on the sign.
And only I can see it. My family, they don't feel the same thing. They don't feel the same way.
Huh?
I said, only I can feel it. My family don't feel it.
It wasn't given to everybody, man. It wasn't given to everybody. Only given to who selected, man.
That's right. Daniel chapter 7 verse 18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom.
The scripture said, but the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom. The saints are the Israelites, these people.
And
we're going to take the kingdom, right?
And possess the kingdom.
We're going to possess it.
Forever and forever and ever.
Forever. So our rulership, our power structure is going to be forever, man. Evermore, man. Everlasting, man. That's what's coming to our people, man.
Because
that's the good news. That's the gospel.
Because when the Most High was speaking to King David, he said that his son shall set up a kingdom, and of his kingdom shall be no end.
There's the 2 verse 44, bro. There's the 2 verse 44.
Yeah, you're right.
King David was Israelite.
Yeah. That was from the tribe of Judah. He was a king and a prophet.
Right. Solomon was his son, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm. His son.
That's right.
He also was a king and a prophet.
Yeah.
And Solomon later on throughout generation, he came back as Yahweh Shai. He came back as the Lord who the world English calls Jesus Christ. You know.
Say it again, I can't hear you.
So the world English called Jesus Christ, Yahweh Shai.
Yeah.
He came back as Solomon in the reincarnation.
Do you believe in reincarnation? We all been here before.
Yeah. So that's why when the people was talking to him, they referred him as the son of David.
Right.
Yeah, as the Lord, you know. But the world then he called Jesus. Because he was also referred to the son of David. Why? Because he came out of the line of David. He came out of that line.
Right.
From King Solomon on down, you know. And he came back as Yahweh Shai from Solomon, the reincarnation. So reading
Heavy stuff right here.
Yeah, that's some heavy stuff, bro.
Daniel's chapter 2 verse 44.
That's right.
And in the days of the
Kings, right?
and in the days of these kings
That's
shall
what you see taking place, man. That's what you see taking place. That's what you said. There's a changing in the guard. You feel something's coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a shift.
Yeah, that's exactly what it
There's a
is.
shift coming.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
shall shall the Most High set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed.
So, Yahushua said the kingdom of heaven is within you, right?
Yeah.
You are the kingdom, right? So,
Yeah.
so every king that you see all over the earth, that's the kingdom. The kingdom is still it's being building right now.
Okay.
That shall never be destroyed,
Shall never be destroyed, right?
and the kingdom shall not be left to other people,
Kingdom shall not be left to other people, right?
but it shall break in pieces to consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever.
That's exactly what's going to come. So all these nations, once our Lord Yahushua comes back, all these nations, they're going to go into slavery. Revelation 2 verse 25. All these other nations, so hey, their destiny is set already, man.
Asia, what are they?
That's Moab. Yeah. Asian, the Chinese are the Moabites, the Japanese are the Ammonites.
Where did they come from? The Chinamen and Asian.
They came from a man of Lot. You know, after Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed,
Yeah.
and Lot and his two daughters survived that.
Yeah.
So what happened was their two daughters, because they thought that there was no man that was on the face of the earth, because of Sodom and Gomorrah was just completely demolished.
Right.
That all men, there was no man on the earth no more. So their two daughters, what they did was they had sex with Lot, the father.
Right.
So that's why you know that as these Moabites and these Japanese and Chinese, they have eyes of Down syndrome from incense. That comes from incense.
What?
You know? So that's what.
Incest?
Yeah. So that's what happened because they had sex. We can bring it out. Bring it out.
It's like, what's that?
Yeah, Genesis.
Yeah. That's why the eyes like
Yeah, Down syndrome.
yeah.
Down syndrome.
Yeah, Down syndrome. When their eyes are real low like that, yeah, that's because of incense. You know, because they have sex.
Because they had sex with the father.
Their father. Yeah. So that's what took place. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get the account.
But isn't that a sin?
Yeah, it's a sin. But what happened was because that Sodom and Gomorrah was completely demolished, that their daughters thought that there was no man that was left, you know, to replenish the earth, you know, to bring forth seed. So the daughters contracted the idea. Let's just have sex with our father so we can bring back, you know, man upon the earth. Yeah, the nation.
Right.
So that's what took place.
So they won't be charged.
Yeah, because they thought in their minds, because their daughters were young, because they thought in their minds that everybody got destroyed,
Right.
that there was no man upon the earth to replenish the earth. So that's when they concocted the idea. The older daughter concocted the idea. Let's make our father drunk, and then lie. You know, we're gonna bring it out.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna get it.
Matter of fact, yeah. Genesis chapter 19, verse 34. And it came to pass on tomorrow that the firstborn.
Yeah. So
Matter of fact, I want to go to verse 30. Genesis chapter 19, verse 30. It says, and Lot went out of Zoar and dwelt.
okay.
And Lot went out of Zoar and dwelt in the mountains, and his two daughters with him, for fear to dwell in Zoar. And he dwelt in a cave, and he and his two daughters. And the firstborn said unto the younger,
So this is the firstborn. He she's talking to the younger daughter.
And the firstborn said unto the younger, Our father is old, and there is not a man in the earth to come and into us after the manner of all the earth.
So this is what the first daughter said to the younger daughter. Now they thought that there was no man upon the earth, that they could lie with, that their father is getting old, so that there's no man on the earth. So this is what she said to the younger daughter.
Come, let us make our father drink wine, and we will lie with him, that we may preserve seeds of our father.
That's right. So that's what she had said. Let us make our father drunk, that we may have sex with him, so they can preserve seed of their fathers. So they wanted to preserve that seed.
And it reads, and they let their father drink wine that night, and the firstborn went in and lay with her father.
So the firstborn went in and lay with their father. So the firstborn already had sex with Lot, the older. Yep.
It says, and the firstborn went in and lay with her father, and he perceived it not when he lay down, nor when she arose. And it came to pass on tomorrow that the firstborn said unto the younger, Behold, I lay yesterday night with my father. Let us make him drink wine this night also, and go down and lie with him, that we may preserve seed of our father.
So that's when the firstborn already had told the younger that she already laid down with them. Now it's your turn. So they took the wine and made their father drunk, so that he wouldn't have any idea that what he was doing. So now the secondborn came in, which is going to read on.
It says, and it came to pass on the morrow that the firstborn said unto the younger, Behold, I lay yesterday night with my father. Let us make him drink wine this night also, and go down and lie with him, that we may preserve the seed of our father. And they made their father drink wine that night also, and the younger arose and lay with him, and he perceived not when they lay down, nor when she arose.
That's right. So now it was the younger that laid down with their father, after the firstborn did. So this is what happened.
And it reads, and they made their father drink wine that night also, and the younger arose and lay with him, and he perceived not when she lay down, nor when she arose. Thus were two the daughters of Lot, which shall by their father.
That's right. I'll continue on.
And it reads, and the younger says, and the firstborn bare a son and called his name Moab.
That's right. The firstborn bare the son and called his name Moab. But you see, that's what the Chinese, the so-called Chinese, came out. They came out of the line of Lot, of Moab.
It says, and the firstborn bare a son and called his name Moab. The same is the father of the Moabites unto this day.
Yeah, the same is the father of the Moabites to this very day, which are the so-called Chinese people.
And the younger, she also bare a son.
So this is the younger right now.
And the younger, she also bare a son, and called his name Ben-Ammi. Same is the father of the children of Ammon unto this day.
Ben-Ammi, which are the Japanese, which are the fathers of Ammon to this very day. So Ammonites. So Japanese people are known as Ammonites. That's where they came from, because they slept with their fathers to try to preserve seed. So then you got the so-called Chinese, which are these people right here to this very day. He knows. He knows the system. He knows what happened. They
Is that
know.
the reason why they don't marry outside of their families and other races? You don't see it.
What happened?
I'm saying, like, you don't really see Asians marry outside their family.
Well, I mean, they do.
I don't see it like that.
You do see Jacob, a lot of Jacobs that's marrying these Moabites. Because I see it all the time. I see Jacob with Moabites and Japanese with blacks.
Yeah, I have seen a lot of white men from Chinese.
Yeah, so they do marry outside their race, So they do. but they just probably they're more strict with it in their own
That's
country.
what I'm
Though.
saying. You don't see many though. I don't
Yeah.
really see it
Yeah,
like
that's because like our people are in such a state, nobody wants to do anything with us, man.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to stay away from us.
They want to be like us, but they don't want to carry on the struggle.
Exactly.
You know
I
what
see that
I'm
all the
saying?
time.
Yeah.
The Spanish, all of them, like Puerto Ricans, all of them.
Yeah, Puerto Ricans, they also catching hell too because they are our people too. You know what I mean? But the thing is, since they got the complexion for the protection, they think that we're separate, you know? They think that they're separate from the
Right.
from Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, you know? Because because of this devil right here, you know? Because when the conquistadors went over to the island of Hispaniola and raped and robbed our forefathers, they installed this image in their heads, you know?
Right.
God.
So they think that this is God, this is the beauty of perfection right here. So they look at us like we ain't shit, you
Yeah, that's
know?
right. Yeah, that's
Right.
Because-
It's programmed.
Yeah,
Been
program.
programmed for thousands of years.
That's
Yeah.
what's called a psychological,
That's what you call Stockholm syndrome.
yeah, Stockholm syndrome. Yeah.
Yeah, Stockholm syndrome. You know? When you fall in love with the oppressor.
Enemy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Our grandmothers, our grandfathers
Yeah.
was given this, and it was given to me. And for me to change it, I would have to, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
it's been handed down to generations.
Exactly. So that's what happened. But these are the same. We are all the same people.
Yeah, come on.
Because it says in the scripture of Ephraim that Ephraim is a king. That Ephraim is a cake not turned. You know, because you're gonna have some of them that look light, very light, and then you're gonna have some of them that are very dark. You know. So, but it also says in the prophecy that these tribes are gonna come together. That we're gonna come together. Yeah, because we're gonna come together, you know. Because right now, you know, the blacks don't like the Puerto Ricans, and Puerto Ricans don't like blacks. With all the tribes, you know, that distinction amongst the tribes is gonna be breached. Because the Most High is gonna build it back together as in the days of old.
He's doing it right now.
Yeah, he's doing it right now.
With us.
Yeah, with us.
We have different reverends in the camp.
Yeah, because we also have Puerto Ricans that are in the camp, you know, that come up. Yeah, so-called Puerto Rican, which is the tribe of Ephraim, you know, in the camp. You know, we come out. We just come out Saturdays, but the main camp is tomorrow. You know, we come out tomorrow, like around like 3.
Okay.
You know?
Out
That's
here?
where 3 here. You know, same place. So that's the main camp. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'll
tomorrow.
be out here if y'all be out. I come
Yeah,
out.
with the main camp.
What's that?
Where everybody else,
all
like
the
other
brothers
guys,
come together.
All the brothers.
Yeah, all the
in
brothers.
camp.
What do y'all always do that once a week?
Now we come out twice a week, you know. We come out. Some of us come out Saturdays, like me and this brother right here. We just do Saturdays, and we also do tomorrow too. But with the main camp,
What do y'all studies at?
huh?
Y'all ain't gotta.
Yeah, we just come together, you know.
Y'all don't give us like temple.
I mean, we got a space where we go before we coming out here. We'll do like a session of 2 hours, then we come out and teach the word. You know?
Where's the invite? How do you get the invite?
Huh?
How do you get the invite?
You just got to be accepted. You just got to keep coming here. You know, you just got to keep coming here. But when the elders, who are our elders, perceive that, you know, the Spirit of the Lord is going to bring you in, that's when we bring you in. And that's when you can come to the, you know, to the meetings, you know. But, you know, but you got to be accepted, you know. You
Amos,
just got to show your faith, you know.
Amos chapter 9, verse 11. And that day will I raise up the tabernacles of David that is fallen, and close up the bridges thereof.
That's right, close up the breaches thereof. You know, that means that the dissension amongst the tribes, you know. That's talking about in that scripture.
And that day will I raise up the tabernacles of David that is fallen, and close up the bridges thereof, and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old.
That's right, as in the days of old, you know, because back in the when King David was ruling and King Solomon, all these tribes were together, you know, as one nation.
Solomon is alive.
Yeah, with Solomon, King David, and King Solomon, you know, that's when we were all together as a nation, all the tribes on the sun.
Wow.
So the Most High said He's going to build it as in the days of old.
And he's doing it right
You know?
now.
And He's doing it right now.
That's why when you look at this so-called Israelite movement, which is like the Spirit of the Lord, it's not a movement, it's like us working to nationality, right?
That's right. Because you also got the northern tribe. They're also out there teaching teaching the word. You
That's
know,
right.
they're
Yeah,
preaching.
I mean, before I even, when I came up, I had stopped looking at the Israelites like stuff on YouTube. I used to watch the videos.
Yeah.
They in New York, they in Atlanta.
It's global.
It's a lot of them.
Yeah.
I was like, man, like,
South Africa,
South Africa.
Europe,
some like
South
I
America.
drew away from it. You know what I'm saying? Like I went away from it. But some brought me back to it. You know what I'm saying? Like some brought me back to this. Like this.
Yeah,
There's a
that's,
reason.
that's the
what I'm
spirit
saying.
of the Lord. You know. You know, in due time.
Yeah.
You know.
Because like there's two reasons you hear. Whether to be saved, whether to hear this gospel and accept it, or whether to reject it. It's for salvation and destruction. That's the two reasons. That's exactly what it is.
You know, that's what it's about. You know, the Lord brought you here for a reason, either to accept this truth, or to reject it and go into the world. You know, and ultimately get destroyed. You know, because the Lord is now calling out. You know,
Right.
God, the scripture says, men's goings of the Lord, how can then a man understand his own way? So you come in here, it's not on your own. The Lord make sure you're here, man.
that's right.
Yeah. I appreciate it, man.
Because
You don't really see too many people doing this. Like,
yeah,
I be thirsting for knowledge so much.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, since I moved here. But it's like, I haven't really came across, you know what I'm saying? The Israelites, like, you know what I'm saying, doing their job for the Lord. Y'all get props, man. For real. I appreciate y'all.
Thank the Lord, man.
And most time, bless y'all.
It's not us, man. We just vessel. We just vessel, right? The Lord could not choose
Right.
anybody. So we just a vessel that the Lord choose to make His word come to pass. So we're not thank the Lord.
Right.
it's all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua.
Right.
You know, He directs our steps. You know, because this is His movie. This is His program.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Right.
So this is all the works of the Heavenly Father.
Yeah.
Yahweh
Yeah.
Bashem Yahushua.
If I may add too, bro, he's the ultimate director. He controls everything. He controls both sides, the left and the right, the good and the evil. The Lord kill it, but make it alive.
We're gonna go ahead and wrap this up, though. You know, and we just want to give all praises
One
to.
thing. They say the story of Jesus was stolen from the story of the roof.
That's madness.
Yeah, that's madness. But with that, you know, we're gonna give all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua Bashem Kwakadash, the Lord to the head apostles of Great Millstone at Ruwell, and peace and salutations to the Yakim out there in the highways and byways, noise in this word abroad all around the world. And tell them we want to say Shalom, Bob Yasha Allah, Baba Baba.
You hidden colors, bro? Huh? Hidden colors.